everyone, it's Red is Powered here with the next toy review, but first of all, let's take a look at something I just recently purchased. This hat. It's a very nice looking hat, isn't it, from the Halo line. I'm a big Halo fan. I just got back into the collection as I've been buying some Halo Reach figures. It is very tight. You can't adjust. Drinking this a few times, and for some odd reason, it just gets caught behind my ears, as you can tell, and it is very painful. So, it's just a one size that fits most people, except for Red is Powered. That's what it should say right there. Fits almost everyone, except for Red is Powered. And back with the old until I can get myself a new hat. And as you can see, the Ric Flair signature right here is starting to fade away. But enough about hats. Let's talk about today's review, shall we? Boom! Figma Kamen Rider Dragon Knight Kamen Rider Torque. A very nice figure, even though he's not in this box. I'm just showing you the box anyway. Here's the front, pause it if you like. Here's the back, pause it if you like. And there you go. We're not talking about boxes anymore, we're talking about the toy. So here's the toy right here. This figure actually reminds me of something. It looks like a mixed combination between an insect and Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But other than that, I mean, it's a nice design coming from Master Rider Ryuki. He's actually a pretty cool character. His Advent Beast is actually a bull or a bison. I think it's more of a bull. I can't really tell anymore. See, it's got this little symbol right here. It looks like a bull. But you know what? I don't see a bull on him. Where is any trace of a bull on him besides his Advent deck? I don't see it. I just don't see it. It looks more like an insect. It's actually a toy that you can display or you can actually play with. Articulation is pretty great for this figure. Head's on a ball joint, shoulders are on a ball joint. They can pivot at the elbows, they can bend at the elbows, and wrists can rotate as well, and they can fold in and out like so. Waist doesn't have any articulation, but the upper part of it does, which is pretty nice. He can actually bend down, he can bend up. Legs are on a ball joint, they'll move anywhere. Even though you can't see it, it's well hidden underneath some of this PVC plastic, which is really rubber, but it actually does not hinder the articulation one bit, which is very nice. I thought it said that one time in a review. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, knees are on a ball joint, as you can see. Well, they're not really on a ball joint, but they do look like wheels, don't they? He can drive himself somewhere. See that? See? You see it? No, you don't see it, do you? Well, I guess you don't care then. Feet, they've also got some articulation. They'll pivot up and down. They're on a ball joint. They'll go anywhere. So there you get this right with the Figma toy. But nope. His gun is supposed to hook on to his belt buckle. And it does. But sadly, if you move him around a bit, it comes right off. You see that? It's not really meant to stay put. But I still say he looks like an insect. It does not look like it's anything to do with a bison or a bull, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't look anything like that. It looks more like an insect. Look, he's got antennas. Also, he comes with extra antennas just in case you break them. Which you shouldn't, but you never know. It's a good thing he comes with a spare. So if I had to judge this figure so far, I would say that he is about maybe an 8 out of 10. He's not perfect, but he really is up there. Great articulation, great paint applications. Not missing any, might I add, unlike another toy company I know. And I'm not going to go into any details with that, so you'll just have to figure it out for yourself. You should know by now. Now let's talk about his accessories. Of course, they're in the box, so you'll have to give me a moment. Here it is once again. Here's his gun he has, his blaster. That's one. Very nicely detailed as well. It's a cannon that he uses in the show. It's separate at first, but it's just a simple peg in the whole thing. And it stays in very nicely. It's got some articulation. These actually open up to reveal the other side. Missiles or Gatling gun. Another accessory is what I already mentioned. The antenna piece. The spare one, just in case you lose this one or break it. In which, like I said, that's actually quite impossible. But you never know. Very tiny final vent card. You're not going to see the detail on this thing. No matter how close I get it to the camera, no matter how far I get it off the camera, it's just going to be the same rendering. You're not going to be able to see it. It's very tiny. His Figma stand, which it says Figma right here, which is very nice. Here's the flexible piece to the stand. It just simply goes in this way. To any size you want, any height, which is okay. I mean, it's Alright, it's your standard Figma stand, which is nice. The figure has a hole right here in the back of him. That's where this goes in, pegging the hole. Once you get him on, it looks very nice. I mean, you can get him in various poses. A lot of poses, actually. Get him in like a high kick. Or something like this. The stand, it really supports the figure, which is very, very nice. A set of instructions. Why? I don't know. It's not needed. He also comes with the Figma plastic bag, like all over Figma figures, and this really isn't necessary. If you got Ziploc bags, they work better than this. I mean, at least they got a strong seal. This, on the other hand, does not. 10 interchangeable hands. You get him in a lot of different poses with different sets of hands. Great for stop motion, might I add. But that's all the accessories he actually comes with. So here's Torque right now, standing straight for his size comparisons time, and we're going to go into the past right now with a good size comparisons between a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figure. And as you can see, they're about the standard 5-inch line, so yes, it's a great comparisons between the two, a great actual team up. But now let's go into something that's not accurate, shall we? Here's Kamen Rider Torque compared to a Jazzwares Sonic the Hedgehog figure, the 3-inch line. Not accurate. As far as I know, Sonic should be at least up to his belt buckle, or you know, his advent deck. And here's another size comparisons between Voyager, Revenge of the Fallen, Optimus Prime, or should I say Hunt for the Decepticons, my bad. As you can see, that is definitely not accurate. And now for the moment you all have been waiting for, my final thoughts on this figure. Is he well worth it? Well, his price actually retails for about maybe $50 online. I don't know how much it is over in Japan. They cannot be found in America, sadly. This is the figures that we should have gotten for the Kamen Rider Dragon Knight toy line, which is probably why Kamen Rider Dragon Knight wasn't so successful, thanks to Bandai. But yes, I say he's well worth it actually for 50 bucks. Yeah, he is, because he comes with a good amount of articulation, great paint applications, not missing anything, a lot of accessories, a Figma stand which is great for displaying, and I mean you can just do a lot of stuff with this figure, including stop motion. So yes, overall he is a perfect figure, and I do recommend him to anybody who is a Kamen Rider Dragon Knight or a Masked Rider Ryuki fan. It doesn't matter which one, they're pretty much the same. So yeah, there you go guys. That's the end review for Figma, Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, Kamen Rider Torque. If you enjoyed this review, if you actually enjoyed this figure, I hope you'll actually go out and buy him, because he is well worth it. You will not regret your decision on purchasing him. And until with the next toy review, this is Redis Power / Sonic Ranger signing out. And until next time, y'all take care of yourselves. Peace.